All right, welcome guys. Today's January 17th, Tuesday night of our exp.fun class, talking about KVCORE, really touching one or two things on KVCORE, really on how to drive leads, especially my four-letter word that I love, which is free, right? To be able to get that organic lead traffic in there so that you can actually get leads in there, especially buyer leads that could potentially turn into seller leads. So we're going to get started right away. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you guys can see. And one of the things that I also want to show you guys is thank Nicole, our awesome director of operations. She's actually put all of our videos on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and search VIP Agent Mastermind, you will be able to see all the recordings that we have on exp.fun. So if you miss one, come on over and check them out. Okay. So we got those up on there now as well. Great refreshers as well as you can just send these to recruits or agents you want to attract so that they can kind of take a look. So if you do miss a recording or you wanted to have a refresher, you can go on YouTube, VIP Agent Mastermind. Whether you're subscribed to the channel, you can be able to see those right here. That's why I'll be uploading them as well. And these are all the Tuesday night classes that we have. All right, just wanted to give you that head shot out there real quick. Okay, so the first thing I want you guys to do is we're trying to draw organic traffic to our website so that we can get them into our funnel, right? And the way we're going to do that is we're going to incorporate a little bit of social media, but I want to do it in a little bit of a different fashion because I've tried out several things like automatically posting it, being able to figure out if we should boost it, pay ads, whatever it is. Well, I don't like to pay ads or anything until I know for sure that it works. All right. And also, when you're new in the business or you don't have your business up and running yet, we're going to follow the red light, green light, which is once you have revenue coming in, that's when you green light expenses. But in the meantime, when you're brand new or when you're just getting your business up and running, you have a lot of time, not a lot of money to invest. So let's go ahead and use the time and effort, kind of like elbow grease and kind of pounding the pavement to get organic leads to your website. Okay. So the way we're going to do it tonight, I'm going to show you a very effective way. It does involve you to actually do some effort on your part. So the first thing you need to do is you need to go to your KVCORE dashboard, log in, and up here where you got your name, you're going to come down to right here where you got this little globe, the old internet symbol. You click on that, and this is actually should be your EXP IDX website. So for those that didn't really understand all the things that I just said, the EXP IDX website is your internet data exchange. Essentially, this website is tied into your MLS, and so that you can search all the properties that are available in the MLS right here. And so if you take a look here right now, it's broken down by counties, but you can see how many properties and everything else are available right now in this MLS if I wanted to search. So if I searched here, I'll be able to see any kind of listings in here. So here we go, boom, right away. If I just click search, it's going to start with the most expensive search listings that are in here. There's 60,231 results for my MLS. Okay, so if you think about it, if you want to make quick money in real estate, you need to start working with buyers. But if you want to build a business, you need to focus more on sellers. But in the beginning, I would recommend you work with buyers because it's also going to let you understand the market and really understand negotiation and basically the nitty-gritty of real estate. And so you've got a store with 60,231 items that you could potentially sell. Okay, so if you don't have any listings, look, there's 60,231 listings that you can use here. So here's the process that I use. What I do is I'm going to go in the MLS, and actually I'm going to take a step back. If you've been on this call before, or if you're part of our VIP Agent Mastermind group, you know that I preach one thing, and that is the 3-2-1. The 3-2-1 stands for 3 new leads into your database every day. And a lead is someone who you have their full name, first and last name, phone number, which is preferably their text that you can text them, so a mobile number, an email address, and a physical mailing address. So again, their full name, their text number, email address, and mailing address. That's considered a lead. I want to put 3 of those into my database every day, even if it's just a lead. So like today, I had a couple of business cards. I also had one investor who buys properties and rehabs them. So I put them as leads. I'm not worried about what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm just going to get them into my funnel, and then I'm going to work them later on. So that's the 3. The 2 is I want to spend 2 hours of lead generation, lead follow-up, follow through, nurture. Okay, that should be part of your daily routine. And then the last one is you want to have either a listing appointment or a showing. Now, if you don't have a listing appointment or showing scheduled for that day, you should go out and preview a property. Now, whether that's a preview of a property for like a builder's model or a vacant listing, or just a home that you want to go preview, you should do that every day. So I usually refer to that as get off the desktop or the laptop and get on the blacktop, right? And get out there and preview the inventory. Because if we're selling something, our product, it's not in our office. Our product is out in the field. So if you were working for a car dealership, you'd be out on the lot. That's where your product is. And some of the most highly profitable and that do the most volume of car dealerships, they never have their sales staff sitting in the showroom. They're out in the parking lot to meet people that are on there and get them to be able to get inside the car. So I'm going to ask, I'm going to have you guys do questions in just a minute. The one thing we're going to do is we're going to find a property that's vacant that looks nice. Okay, we're going to reach out to that listing agent, whether it's EXP or non-EXP, and we're going to ask them, would I be able to take a video and share it on my social media to promote and market this listing and try to find a buyer for you? Can I take video and put photos on my social media to try to promote and market this listing so I can find a buyer for you? Okay. Once you do that, you're going to go out and preview. So today I had kind of a twofer. So I had a showing request, but it was also a vacant property that's been remodeled. So it was also my preview kind of back to back. So what I did is I showed the property. And then once the buyers were done, I said, anything else, any questions, they need anything else? Boom, I sent them home. And then I had already got permission from the listing agent to do a quick marketing video from that. So I'm going to show you guys that, and we're going to go through that process in just a second. Lori, did you have a question? I'll open it up to question right now.
Yeah, the question was, when you first started and you pressed on that little globe, where were you on your dashboard?
It's on this page right here when you log in.
Where was it? I see, I'm on that page now, and I don't.
Up here where your name is. Does you guys have this same thing?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see it now.
Yeah,
All right.
it's right here. When you click on that, it should open right to your IDX website.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know you could go there from there. All right.
Yeah, that's how I find where my IDX website is. So here's what we're going to do. So in here, I'm going to actually search for the property. Okay. Okay, so here's the property. Okay, I'm going to actually go ahead. So here's the property, right? And I'm going to pick one that's, although it's really nice to show really expensive high-end properties, but it's also really nice to show a property that most people can afford, because we want a large number of organic leads, right? This is $279.9. It's actually right where the actual price point is. So this is the property I'm going to use, and this is the property that we're going to go show and preview as well. Okay, Lori, had a quick question? Go ahead. No, maybe not. Okay. So now that I have this property pulled up on my website, right? It's got to be my website. Crystal in the chat says, I noticed my social media reacts more with homes under 300K in my area. Absolutely. The less priced the home is, the more of a bigger audience you're going to get. The higher price point, you're going to get more views, but you're not going to get as much engagement. So if I put like a $2 million home in here, it's going to have a lot of views, and I'm going to show you guys that, but you're probably not going to get a lot of engagement out of it. But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for leads to my website to register and to start searching other properties. So I'm going to show you guys this right here. So what we're going to do is I pulled up the property. I'm going to go up here to the URL up here. You guys see that highlighted in blue? If you do, just give me a thumbs up. Okay, I'm going to copy this by right-clicking and clicking copy. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually email this to myself by just composing an email. I'm going to paste this right here, and I'm going to put in 169 Pinecrest. Okay. And then the recipient is going to be me. So that's my email right there. And I got the URL link. I'm just going to click send. Okay. So now you notice that this link is already in my email. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to change my screen. So let me go ahead and start sharing this. And I'm hoping this works because in practice, it was a little glitchy. Can you guys see? Not yet. Let's see. Okay, perfect. Now you can see my phone. All right. So I'm going to actually show you guys on Instagram how we're going to go ahead and share this home. Now, the easiest way would be to actually post it on Facebook or Instagram, but just posting it isn't enough. What I've noticed is that walkthrough videos do the best in terms of engagement. And for some reason, Instagram, Facebook, all the social media pages likes to push video. So what I did when I was there is I actually did a video so you guys can see. All right, so you guys can see this is the video that I took. I took it on my iPhone, no fancy camera or anything like that. I did it to wide angle so that I can be able to take as much of the of it as possible. Now you don't have to get it right on the first time. What I didn't do is I didn't turn on the lights. So I'm not going to use this video. So I did it again with the lights on. Okay. So this video right here is the second video that I took. And I believe this time I turned on the lights. So let's see. Well, what'd you know? Much better video with the lights on. Okay, so here's the video that I have. I'm going to be uploading this video into my Instagram. So I'm going to go back out of here so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I'm in Instagram. Up here, I'm going to go ahead and select the story. Okay, so I'm going to click on stories right here. I'm going to click on add. So now it's going to go to my camera roll. And we said it was the second video, right? The one with the lights on, which was this right here, right? All right, now, what am I going to do here? What I got to do is I got to get people from this Instagram story to my KVCORE website. So if you notice up here, there is this little icon right here with the little, I don't know, it looks like a square smiley face. So I'm going to select that and it's going to give me these choices. One of the choices it gives me is this little link down here where it says link in the blue. So I'm going to select that right there. And it says, where do you want this link to go? Well, remember we had gone to my email and in my email, I had put in this link. That's going to take me to my KVCORE. So I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to go into my Instagram and put this right here. Let me go back so you guys can see it. Boom. I'm going to copy this, copy link. I'm going to go to Instagram. Link it, paste that link in there. All right, now I'm going to be able to customize the text. So I'm going to say, see all photos, and we're going to put emoji of a house, right? Done. Okay, so now you guys see where that link is showing up. Is that showing up right there? I'm going to go ahead and change this to the black white color. I'm going to move it down a little bit right here. I'm going to make it a little bit larger because I want them to be able to click on that, right? So now I do want to add a little bit of spice to it too. I'm going to add some music. So I'm going to come here and do music. And for some reason, adding music does better. So I'm going to see if this is the one I like. Yep, that's the one I'm going to use. Now, I want to teach you guys something real quick. I'm actually going to move this all the way down and out of the area so they can't see that covering up. All right, so now I'm going to hit on stories. Okay. So I'm going to open up to question in a second, but we're going to take a look and see what the end product looks like. So here's my story right now. It's uploading. It's going to post in just a second. Bear with me here. It's uploading it right now. All right. Well, while we're waiting to see that upload, when somebody clicks on this link right here, you see how it says visit link? I'm going to select that visit link and guess where it goes? Right to my KVCORE page for that specific property. I just took somebody off Instagram right directly to my KVCORE page for that property. All right. This is something that you guys can do. And this will allow you guys to just drive organic leads for properties that in your area, because this is not going to be somebody who's going to be out in, you know, let's say they're in California or Tennessee or whatever. This is specifically for people who are looking right there. in here. So now we got them on my website right over here. So if they're on a mobile device, bam, I got them right on my page. You know how much I paid for this now? This lead was $0. It's organic. Okay. And one of the things I really like about this is it also allows me to share this, to send it to anybody who's maybe like, if you click on send down here, you can send it to anybody who is a part of your followers as well. Okay. So in here, I'm going to send this to Lizette, for example. I'm going to send that right there. Bam, she's got it right there. All right. So now I'm actually going to show you guys what it looks like one more time with the music. Although I don't know if you guys can hear the music because whoop, there we go. Okay. Oh, maybe because I have it muted on the computer. Okay, so now I'm going to open it up to quick questions. Taz had said, okay, perfect. Yeah, I'll show you guys where that link is. So, but do you guys understand the concept here? Now, here's the beauty. There is no limit to how many of these you can do. So if I were you, I would put like 10, 15 these a day. Just go video, get their permission. I got the permission of the listing agent, not my listing, right? But I don't have to say it's not my listing because when they get to my EXP KVCORE page, it's shared with the IDX. It'll tell who the listing broker is, but it's on my page, just like I were to pay ads or drive somebody to traffic right there. This is how you get them from your Instagram stories or even Facebook in here. Instagram stories I found out is probably the best one. I'm also going to show you guys Reels next week on how to do Reels, but I'm going to share with you guys when we're talking about how to do, remember how I said if you have an expensive listing, you're going to get a lot of views, but not a lot of people will click through and look on your website. So that does have one benefit. It gets you more followers. So I'm actually going to show you guys here on this property that I did. This is a model home. It's several $1 million, but I went and I asked the builder rep, can I take some video and promote it on my social media sites? Absolutely. Please go ahead and do it. Now, this is not listed on the MLS yet. Okay. But I did this as a reel. And if you look at the insights on here, it has just on Instagram alone in the past. Now, this was uploaded January 8th. So today's the 17th. So almost 10 days. It has gotten 3,753 plays. That means it's been viewed 3,753 times. It had 280 likes, 8 comments, 22 people shared it, 11 people saved it. Okay. If you include that, I also posted it on Facebook at the same time, almost 5,000 views. All right. So why is that important? That's important because this actually gets you more followers so that when you do stories of actual homes that you listed, just like we did, more people are seeing it in the storyline. Does that make sense? Okay, so I'm going to stop it right there, open it up to questions, comments, and clarifications so we have an understanding of how to do it. Now, this is Reels. This is a little different, but on Reels, again, a little bit different than...
Because I like it.
So I'm going to show you guys what this looks like.
It's not for sale.
Okay, I'm going to show you what it looks like.
Why?
Okay.
Why? Because I like it. It's not for sale. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't. It is. Yes.
Okay, now that is just audio that's from Instagram. So I like to, when I'm watching Instagram, you know, they say you're the mindless scrolling. I save those audios to be able to use in the future. Okay, I'm going to show you another one so you guys can see this one right here. This is just regular music, same model home. So again, this was a preview. Now this one didn't get as many views, only 852 plays, 39 likes, 1 share. That's it. No problem. I'm building more followers from here. Now, the reason why I do this is who owns the copyright to all these videos and photos?
You.
Yes, because I took them. The photographer always owns the copyright to all the videos and photos. So I don't have to worry about copyright there. It's my video. It's organic. I did it on my phone, nothing fancy, just, you know, did the video on my phone in there. The other one that we did right here where we had the link right here. You guys can see what the, oh, sorry. You guys can see what this looks like. I'm going to click on the link And now, boom, they're right there. Okay, they're right on the site. Boom, right there. Okay,
Ollie,
now,
with the
go
more
ahead.
expensive house,
Mhm.
like, do you put anything about the address or where it was, or is it just the video they're gonna see? And if they want information on it, they have to contact you. Like, was there any information there? I didn't see how it looked.
Yeah, so I don't put any information as to where it is, because when I used to do it before, what I noticed, if I like put in Orlando, Instagram limits the reach. But if there's no location, they kind of broadcast it everywhere. Because I mean, like, I have people that friended me from Belarus, which was
Oh.
strange, but it's really because when our Instagram sees it gets a lot of likes, it keeps pushing it up in the search fields as well. If
You
it's
don't put no title, nothing like Orlando, like you said, you don't do location, but do you
I
put,
put
check
Yeah,
out
I put nothing
Orlando
there
construction?
because if you look at the comments, I think there was one comment who asked me where it was. I think it was this one right here. I got one comment in Facebook that asked me where it was.
Okay,
And that's perfect because now I'm interacting with that person like, hey, it's actually in Vieira, Florida. It's a builder's model. It's not listed yet. They're going to be listing it very soon. I think this weekend it's live now. But this is something that you can do to drive organic traffic. But really, when you're doing, the reason why I started telling people to do that 3-2-1, because once you get into the habit, I'll show you what to do once you do those previews. You're just not going out there to look at the property, waste your time. You're going out there to learn the market. And now I'm going to use the content to drive organic traffic to my KVCORE site. All right. And there's really no limit to how many of these you can do other than your time and the effort you put in to just kind of go and link that. Does that make sense? All right, let me just go through here real quick. How do you save audio from Instagram? So you can't necessarily save audio from Instagram. You can only search it and add it to your stories or your reels. Instagram doesn't let you download any of this stuff when the audio you selected is because it's the copyright. They don't want you to be able to download that. But when I add it onto, like when I added it right here, let me actually show you guys something real quick. When I add the audio, you can see the audio at the top that it's playing there. But what I do is I take the audio graphic and I move it all the way down so it's hidden underneath, so it's not blocking any of the video. So the audio still plays, as you guys can see over here.
I just want to clarify the question I was asking, Ali.
Sure.
So you had mentioned at that model home, you had that reel clip, which was kind of funny. I think a lot of people like those, creative audio clips. I like it, whatever it was a sound effect or.
Oh yeah, this one.
How did you find that? Or where did you, if you've heard that on another reel, how did you, I guess, bookmark that so you can use it later on?
Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys. When you're in your Instagram, you see these three, I call it the hamburger at the top right, the 3 lines. You click on that, you go to saved. All right, so in saved, I have all these saved, and you can notice one is audio up here, top right. So you can click on audio here, and these are all audios that I've listened to. For example, I don't know what this one is. Let's take a look what this one is.
Why would you buy a home without a realtor? Would you canoe without a life jacket? Would you ride on the back of a motorcycle without hanging on tight to your girlfriend?
So if you take a look at a reel and you want to save the audio, you come down to the 3 dots here, and you could click on save. It lets you save the audio as well, where it says use audio here. If you click on the 3 dots, you guys see the 3 dots here? It's under the flasher. I don't know if you guys can see it when I'm selecting it right here, but you can click on save. And what that does is it'll let you go ahead and save it into your saved file, which again is under these 3 lines at the top under saved. And then my audio, it automatically defaults it to audio, but I've got all these audio saved here. And let me see.
and that's legal to do? I mean, they can't, even though they recorded it themselves, they don't have any copyright to it.
They have no copyright to this because when they share it on Instagram, you can actually add it to Instagram. It just cannot be downloaded. So if you try to download this video with the audio, it will not download the audio for you.
Or you
It
could
has-
share it. Okay.
Yeah, you can share it, you can put it on your own video on Instagram, but the moment you try to download that video on Instagram, the audio just will not download with it. So like right here, this one, something I saved here, you can kind of preview them on here, but yeah, this is how you save the audio, and then you can now go back and play the audio on it from your saved. So for example, let me see what this one is. Go back to I don't know what this one is. All right, so if I want to use this, for example, I'm going to come here, click on use audio, and then I'm going to go ahead and select my video here. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on this video here. So you can also see how long the clip is, which is right here, 19 seconds. So if you have a video that's longer than 19 seconds, you can just shorten this down right here to get it to 19 seconds so that the audio matches what the, I'm sorry, the audio is 12.2 seconds. So I'm going to come here. So now this perfectly matches it right here. And I could also adjust the speed if I wanted to move a little faster. And then I would just hit add at the top.
Where did you adjust the speed? I didn't see what you clicked on.
When you're adjusting the speed comes up when you go in here. I'm going to go to my saved. I'm going to go to audio, and we were going to be using this audio. So I'm going to click on use audio, and then the speed is right there. You see that? But even if you select a video, the speed is still there. So if you hit speed, it'll actually let you select what the speed you want. So I can go 3 times as fast.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so I am,
Would you say that it's good to keep the videos like under 20 seconds or something like that, or?
Yeah, you don't have to, yeah, basically on stories, it's short-term video, short form video. So there's really no limit to how many, because even if you have like a 1-minute video, what it'll do is it'll just break it into 2 or 3 segments. You just got to copy the music or audio on each one when you're uploading it. That's it. So I would keep, I mean, like the ones I did here, I basically timed the video to be the length of the audio. So on this one right here, let me go back here. If you look at this audio.
Why? Because I like it. It's not for sale. Yes, it is. No, it is. Yes, it is. No, it is. Yes, it is. No, it is. It is. Yes.
So when the audio ended, I actually ended the video as well, because this video is actually a lot longer because I pretty much walked throughout the whole house. But this is just the first part of it, right? So when the video and when the audio ended there, I just basically took the video and just trimmed it down right on the Instagram app and said, this is what I want to upload to the reel. But really what I want you guys to go walk away with is really having the link here, because that's what's going to drive traffic. And if you guys noticed it, we just uploaded this. 5 people have already looked at this. Okay. Get you free organic traffic to your KVCORE website.
So this is helping you build your the amount of people you have in your Instagram.
That too, yes, and it's building it organically. So you're not doing paid ads, paid leads, or anything like that. I don't boost any of that stuff right now, only because I just want to I mean, if the organic's working, why am I wasting my money?
Yeah.
Right. The one thing that you really have control over is how many of these do you do and how many of them you put up on there. But you got to have the link, right? So I showed you guys in the video. You guys can go back and watch the recording too. Go to your KVCORE website, search the property, copy the URL, email it to yourself so you have it on your phone. And then the video you have, you go to Instagram stories, upload it, put the link in there. I always add music because it just reaches, it has more reach when there's music. And if you notice, I didn't put any details. I didn't put the town, number of bedrooms, bathroom, anything like that, because I want them to click the link,
Mhm.
right? 'Cause-
Any of these leads like responding back to you like as real buyers and or maybe sellers?
yeah, because because the people who are looking
Mhm.
on those, they're on your website, and then you can now, once they're on your website, they can view 3 or 4 properties. Then it's going to ask them to register if they want to save something or if they want to look more.
Yeah.
You just got them now into your KV Core, and at that time, once they've registered, you have their email and you can reach out to them.
Right.
So basically, we're doing exactly what Zillow does, just free.
Awesome. Awesome.
I wanted to repeat the 3-2-1. So the 3-2-1, Diviana, is 3 leads into your database every day that you consider a working day. And a lead has 4 components: full name, phone number, preferably text, email address, and their mailing address. 2 is for 2 hours of lead generation, lead follow through, nurturing, responding back to anybody who's done that. And then the 1 is you have 1 listing appointment or 1 showing. If you have neither, you want to do a preview. So I had a showing, but I also turned it into a preview as well. I also like to do vacant properties only because vacant properties show nicer unless the property is very well nicely staged or it's very clean. And I always want to get the listing agent's permission if I'm going to do a video.
I have a question.
Crystal, go ahead, and then Lizette.
For the link that you have there, are you using a squeeze page or just the link from the MLS listing part?
Yeah, so I'm using it right off I'm going to show you here. I'm using the KVCORE site for the KVCORE link for this listing. And here's the reason why. I'm not using a squeeze page because I'm just trying to drive organic traffic to my website.
Okay.
I want them to be on here to look. I really don't want them to register or anything. Yeah, I want them to look because they're going to probably click through the photos here, right? They're going to go through that. They might click and save this. They might look at something else similar to this. So I don't want to stop them from doing that. So that's why this is not a squeeze page. I'm just basically telling them, hey, I got your interest from the video. I got you onto my site now. Here's the details. See, because remember, I put see all photos. Now then they're here, they can actually see all the photos. Because remember, that video only gave them a glimpse of the entry and the kitchen. It didn't show the bedrooms, it didn't show the bathrooms, it didn't show the backyard, nothing else. But my goal is to get organic traffic to my KVCORE site.
All right, smart. Thank
Lizette,
you.
question.
Oh, no. I was just gonna make a comment.
Oh, go ahead.
It's just ironic you were talking about this tonight. This morning I put up a video of one of my investment properties. And that I'm fixing, and I got 177 views so far. I just was curious. I went in there to see what you were looking at. And it's true, people, they like this. They want to see this kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, I do it. Like I'm looking at, the homes and everything else there. And the good thing is that because this is driving back to my website, the whole goal is to, get leads to your site, right? And that's one thing that everybody wants to do. Some people want to pay for it. The problem with paid traffic is you also get that click spam stuff. I don't want that. If somebody was on my Instagram story and they came here, it didn't cost me anything. So even if it was just spammy or they by accident clicked the link, that's fine. I didn't pay anything for it, but I got people traffic to my KVCORE site specifically for this property here.
Oh, I got a question. Is there a certain campaign, like when they do reach out, say there's a strangers that go into your site, they're brand new, they came in, they searched through it, and you start a campaign on them, or you just call them up and see how they're doing, if they need any help?
So it depends how they're reaching out, right? If they registered on KVCORE, for example, they went ahead and clicked on other properties, or they wanted to request a showing or save this, because if I click on save, it's going to ask me to register, right?
Right.
But once that registers, it's going to come into KVCORE to alert me that I have a lead. When I have a lead, in KVCORE, remember, if you had turned on in our previous training, if you had turned on your auto response, it's going to start, the AI for KVCORE is going to start interacting with them until you reach out to them right away. I would reach out and say, hey, I noticed you were interested in 169 Pinecrest. When do you want to go see it? I can show it to you today at 6 p.m. or tomorrow at 3 p.m.
Right.
Okay, it's a hot property, just got listed 5 days ago in the market, and it's completely remodeled, new AC, blah, blah, blah. You can send those things out. Because what you're doing is ultimately you want to get these buyers to go out and see property. And then once our basically rule is we'll show you 2 properties without a buyer consult. After 2 properties, we need to sit down and have a buyer consultation,
Yeah.
because that gives you the opportunity, 1, to meet them face to face, and 2, it allows you to see, do you really want to work with them or not? Because I can tell pretty much, if I'm showing you 2 properties, I pretty much know whether we're going to work with you or not,
Yeah,
right?
cool.
Do you
Hello?
think it's good to have the autoresponder on, or do you like calling them better or sending them your own email?
So it's always best to be able to call them. The problem is I may not be available. So let's say, for example, they come in at 8 p.m. at night, or 7 in the morning, or sometime where I'm not available. I'd rather have somebody reach out to them and say, hey, are you interested in this? We noticed, thank you for registering, whatever it is. And then I still reach out to them as a task as well. Because, let's say you're in a showing, or you're in script practice, or you're just not available. You want that lead to know that, hey, we're there. And one of the things I would tell you is, if you've got their phone number or email, just do a quick video and just say, hey, this is Lori. I just wanted you to know that I'm a real person. I know you were on my site and you were interested in 169 Pinecrest. Beautiful home. Love to be able to show it to you. I'm going to give you a call later on today, or just do me a favor and just shoot me a quick text and let me know, would today at 6 p.m. be better, or 3 p.m. to go take a look at it. You don't have to commit to those times or dates, because when they respond back and say, I really appreciate you responding, unfortunately, those times are already booked. Is there a better time that we can do, or I can get you on the phone so we can find out? There you go. The whole point is to collapse the time frame from finding a lead, they're raising their hand or they're showing interest, and you getting to be able to get them in your cocoon or your funnel to be able to talk with them and get them there. Basically, this is what we pay to do for leads, but we're doing it organically for free. So now it's like, I hear from all the time when we interview agents to come to the team, it's always like, well, do you provide leads? If I have leads, I can do the job. Great. I'm going to give you organic leads now. Now, can you do it? Can you just go out and show the property? Because that's all you really have to do. Because if you get them out face to face, show them the property, you get to really have a good in-depth feel of what they're looking for and what they're doing. All right, so I will give you guys homework, and that is pick a property, go out video, take a quick video of it. You don't have to do 1 or 2 videos. You can do many videos as you want, and find it on your KVCORE website, copy the link, put it on Instagram, put that link on there, add music, and go see what happens with it. If anything, it'll actually just increase the number of followers you have and number of views you get on your Instagram profile, even if they don't come to your KVCORE site. But hey, the ones that are serious or are looking, they'll come to your KVCORE site because they're going to click that link.
Is that to do it tomorrow?
Do it whenever you want to do it. I mean, one of the things that I tell people is, if you don't do something in the next, I wouldn't even say 24 hours, I would say in the next 12 hours, chances are the likelihood of you doing it are going to diminish over time. That's one of my 2023 resolutions, is take immediate action. And Nicole knows that very well, because
Excuse
she's the one that keeps me accountable for that.
Quick question.
Go
I'm
ahead.
really big on Instagram. I use more like Facebook, and I have a page that I have a lot of followers. Can I do this like in the stories on Facebook, kind of the same thing?
Yes, you can. I know on Facebook, sometimes the linking doesn't let you, because Facebook likes to keep you on their platform. So it always tells you like, hey, you're clicking on a link, like especially on Instagram, if you put a link in the comments, it says, hey, you're leaving Instagram and you're going elsewhere. So that might be a little bit of a deterrent, but absolutely you can. In fact, you can, if you take a look, and let's say if we look at 169 Pinecrest here.
I usually use like a funnel when I do something, like I put like a funnel. When people click on the funnel, then it'll take you wherever that link that you put there.
Perfect. You can actually share on Facebook right here as well, right through here, and it'll let you do the post. But again, the critical thing is the video and the music that captures the attention. The
Okay.
post is okay, but it's the music and the video that captures attention. Remember, I want this information to be seen once they're on my website, not necessarily here.
So I'm already looking for places to go preview tomorrow. I want to put this.
Yeah, and the easiest way to do that is just I would just go ahead and go right to your MLS and just do vacant search property, like listed in the past week, 2 weeks, vacant, and then pick a price point, and you'll be able to see everything that's available right there.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Allie, right?
Yeah.
Hi, I was the late one that I was trying to figure it out. So I'm still trying to figure it out. So the link is when you go into your KVCORE, you go into listings, and then the direct link, that's what you would plug into the home that you're showing, correct?
Yeah, I found it right here, and then the link is right up here. You just copy this right here. This will bring you right to this page. Like one of the things I've seen some agents go to Zillow. And so we can do that, right? We can go to Zillow and we're going to search for this property. It's going to find it. There it is. All right. And then they link this link up here. And I'm like, why would you do that? Zillow doesn't belong to you. So when they click on it, they come here. Well, when they come here, this isn't you. Unless you're paying for Zillow to get all the direct leads from the listing, don't do that. All we're doing is just substituting our KVCORE page for the Zillow page instead.
Okay. Now, when you're, do you more advise to do this from your mobile phone? Like if your video is saved to your mobile phone, or if you're doing a live showing, do you recommend doing it more through your mobile phone or doing it on a computer?
I would do it on a mobile phone because I don't even know if Instagram's desktop page allows you to post stories on it.
Me either.
You can't post anything on Instagram from desktop.
Yeah, so they want you to be on mobile, so I would do it on your mobile phone. And in fact, when you get good at it, you can just do it at the property. Like, I just took the video, I go on my KVCORE, I find it, I copy the link, email it myself, or just save the link right up here on my phone, and then I come back and I put it into stories. I go ahead, add the music and the link, and we're good to go. I mean, literally, it could take you just a minute or less.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions, comments? I try to keep these trainings simple because I want everybody to take action. That's kind of the keyword for 2023 is taking action, because you can learn a lot, but if you don't do it, it's not going to happen.
Thank you, Ellie. This was awesome.
Yeah, I just thought about, I should have a t-shirt and say, my alley is better than yours.
Well, we all in our office, hold on, let me stop my, I'm actually going to stop the share and stop the recording.